Now at 6, going for their 6th ring with a proper send-off. We are live with team coverage as the Pats touch down in Atlanta. Plus,
it just all happened so fast.
Her husband attacked in a violent home invasion. Coming up, our exclusive interview with a woman woken up by the violence.
And police scouring the streets armed with rifles, searching for a robbery suspect still on the run. What neighbors are telling us. NBC 10 Boston Weekend tonight starts now. Back on the road and Super Bowl bound. Thousands filling the field at Gillette.
Are we still here?
The city of champions sending the team on their way as the Patriots take flight for Super Bowl 53.
We are turned up out here.
A chance to bring home a 6th Lombardi trophy.
He's the greatest of all time.
Brady and the boys bringing everything we got.
We're still here! We're still here! We're still here!
To beat L.A. It just never gets old, right? What a send-off from Gillette Stadium. The estimate out there, 35,000 fans packed the field in Foxborough. The stands, the parking lot, you name it, it was a sight to see, and fans are so lucky to be a part of it yet again.
Just look at that. That turnout is amazing. Team officially landing in Atlanta, Georgia as the countdown to Super Bowl Sunday begins. Just 1 week to go until the Pats take on the LA Rams in Super Bowl 53. But no more parting until the job is done. Thanks for joining us. I'm Christy Lee.
And I'm Nick Emmons. We have you covered from every angle of today's big send-off rally. First, we want to get to NBC 10's Jonathan Show live from a much quieter Gillette Stadium now. Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, Nick, many fans refusing to let this moment go, sticking around hours after this thunderous rally, some even following the team to the airport. And they're off. The Patriots are flying sky high. The team is now in Atlanta getting ready for the Super Bowl. Brady, Edelman, and Gronk walking confidently off the plane with Coach Belichick. Earlier this morning, what a send-off for the Pats.
We're still here!
After the rally inside Gillette Stadium, the players boarded the team buses to be greeted by even more adoring fans. This is the view from inside, and this is what it looked like outside. Thousands of amped-up fans lining the exit route from the stadium, mercilessly chanting. Some faithful fans then followed the players to TF Green Airport in Providence, wishing them farewell. Many in Patriots Nation confident the team will be bringing home another Lombardi trophy. Again, the Pats landed safely in Atlanta. The send-off parties are over. Now the real work begins. Live from Foxborough, Jonathan Show, NBC 10 Boston.
That is amazing. Safety Patrick Chung, one of the many team captains getting the crowd fired up at Gillette Stadium today. When you see that crowd, by the way, we talked about 35,000 people. That's like, what, like a Fenway Park crowd.
It really
just parked in there.
It's so impressive. Wide receiver Julian Edelman not taking the mic, but by the look of this Instagram post, we know he is getting in the zone with the caption, hungry.
Let's hope he stays in it for the big game. It's not a rally until Tom Brady, though, drops the mic, or in this case today, goes ahead and throws it. Our team coverage continues now with NBC 10's Kevin Walsh. Kevin, what a rally today.
Yeah, I like you got the distinction between the toss and the drop. There is a difference. To say a lot in a little here, the Patriots are acting the part of a team that feels disrespected. I'm not sure they really feel that way, or they're just having fun with the media. Let's just play along, though, because this is the kind of news where nobody gets hurt. Tom Brady calls his shots around here, we know. Some of it is planned. A lot of it is inaudible after he reads the crowd and the mood, just like he does with opposing defenses. Do your job. No days off. Everything we got. What now?
You know we're always playing so well at home. We got to take this right here and bring this to Atlanta with us. I hope you guys are excited. And as Des said, let's let them hear it all the way down in Atlanta. We're still here! 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 All right. Oh, yeah.
Football. Somebody's got to catch that on the other end. Come on now. Now, later in sports, more from the Patriots rally. A rare slip of the tongue, and Tom Brady talks about his future. See you in a little bit.
All right, Scott Zolak, former quarterback, not a receiver. So, all right, well, the players did not disappoint. The 35,000 fans made the trip out there to Gillette Stadium.
Some of them are waiting for the gates to open as early as 2 a.m. NBC 10's Cassie Arsenault has a look back at the party.
Who's ready to get this party started?
It's another one for the books.
We're still here! We're still here! We're still here!
35,000 fans packed into Gillette, even a four-legged superfan dressed to impress. The cheers and excitement turned up, the dancing on point, and the smiles from ear to ear. For most fans, this is the first time they get to touch the turf, the same turf their superheroes of New England play on any given Sunday during the season. It was a perfect day for the family. Not only did they get to see the GOAT, but a show from the Blue Man Group, the only time the crowd was silent, mesmerized by the colorful performance. One of the best moments, Patrick Chung getting a selfie with the thousands to see the team off before they head to Atlanta. The Patriots once again giving us another reason to celebrate, another reason to come together, and another reason to love New England.
Go Patriots!
What a fantastic day. Another Patriots rally for the books. Now we're off to Atlanta to beat LA. At Gillette, Cassie Arsenault, NBC 10 Boston.
And another special moment caught on camera by one of our own photographers out at the rally. So check this out. Aha, our team capturing this cloud in the sky. Look familiar to you? Some say that cloud looks just like the Patriots Flying Elvis logo.
Pretty
I think
fitting.
so.
You have to look real close. You can see it there, though. What a sign that was. NBC 10's Raul Martinez just landed in Atlanta, by the way. We're going to hear from him at 11. And be sure to stick around for NBC 10 Boston Sports Live. That starts immediately after our 11 p.m. news.
And we have you covered all week long leading up to Super Bowl Sunday. And for a look back at all of today's Sendoff rally action, just head to our website, NBC10Boston.com, or download our free mobile news app.
All right, so now let's talk about weather. Not too bad to be out there earlier today at Gillette Stadium. Not bad out there right now either, but you could be waking up to single digits tomorrow depending on where you live.
Yeah, it looks like there is a storm on the way. Let's go to our Chris Cloninger. Chris?
And Christy, Nick, and that storm bringing snow to Atlanta. And a lot of people have the tradition of getting down before the Super Bowl by a few days to take in all the sights and sounds. So if you're heading down on Tuesday, this will likely cause major delays. Only 1 to 2 inches of accumulation, but that's enough in the Deep South to shut down the big city of Atlanta and the major hub that it is. A live look in Boston still at 43. A gusty south to southwest wind boosted our temperatures well into the 40s this afternoon. As we go into the night and into the day tomorrow, we'll start off a little chilly into the upper 20s. Tomorrow, seasonable with highs in the low 30s. The big chill is back. I'll let you know when it gets here coming up in your first alert forecast.
Well, now to a developing story out of central Massachusetts. We are learning a military helicopter had to make an emergency landing today in Warren. The chopper landed in a field in the area of Reed Street and Brimfield Road. You could see the Chinook helicopter there off in the distance with another one near it. We're told the pilot said some type of mechanical issue prompted the landing. Right now it's unclear where the helicopter came from or where it was headed. No one was hurt.
Also developing now at 6, new details in an armed robbery out of Brockton. We're learning more about 3 suspects who allegedly assaulted a store clerk, then shot at a police cruiser. Right now, 1 suspect is still on the run. Our Perry Russum joining us live in Brockton tonight. And Perry, neighbors still feeling uneasy.
Yeah, and this is where the manhunt picked up last night at the corner of Carl and Bristol Avenues. Neighbors say for 3 hours, investigators were looking for 4 people. They got out of a car right here and then ran down the street. We have video from last night. Take a look at your screen here. This is all involving an armed robbery at a T-Mobile down the street. Police say as they approached this white car, the men inside started shooting at them. Officers chased them down the street. They were running through backyards, hopping over fences. Now 3 of the 4 men were caught and arrested. Their names are Stephen Stewart, Dennis Martin, and Darius Carter. Police are still looking for 1 more man who was involved. This all started as an armed robbery at a T-Mobile on Belmont Street. Investigators say 4 men went into the store, assaulted the clerk, and robbed the place, and then jumped in a car and jumped out in this neighborhood.
All of a sudden we watch a TV and then you had like 10 or 15 police officers running through the backyard with flashlights. It was just crazy.
I heard the helicopter flying around, and so it went on for hours and hours from about 7:15 to 11.
Again, police are still searching for one more man. His name has not been released. That worker over at the T-Mobile is doing okay. We're live in Brockton. Perry Russum, NBC 10 Boston.
All right, Perry, thanks for that. We are learning more about a violent home invasion in Methuen where two men were attacked inside of a home. State police sent the chopper out yesterday. All of the suspects involved were found. Tonight, our Mike Manzoni is speaking exclusively to a woman who was inside at the time and watched 4 teens force their way in. Mike, what did she have to say?
Nick, she says once they got inside that house across the street, they attacked her blind husband and then went after her son.
My brother built this house.
Diane Fugel-Forrester woke up from a Saturday afternoon nap.
I was in bed sleeping.
To find herself in the middle of a terrifying home invasion.
It just all happened so fast.
And it happened right in the middle of the day on busy House Street in Methuen. She watched as 4 teenagers punched one of her sons in the face multiple times and attacked her elderly blind husband.
His arm hit the doorway and everything. He's been up all night hurting, but he refuses to go to a hospital.
She says the 4 intruders eventually ran out the front door. Methuen police caught 3 of them within minutes, but the 4th one got away. That's when the state police helicopter joined the search, but after 2 hours, they called it off. The 4th suspect later turned himself into police. The big question now, why?
We don't really have a reason as to why they went to that house, which is why we're not sure if there's a previous interaction or if it was a random act.
Fugel-Forrester says it all started when the teenagers tried to rob her grandchildren on the front steps and then forced their way through the front door. If they're watching, she has this message for them.
Become a man. Don't pick on elderly people and little children. Become men.
And the 4 suspects are all minors from Lawrence. They face several charges, including home invasion and assault and battery. They will face a judge in Lawrence tomorrow morning. We're live in Methuen tonight. Mike Manzoni, NBC 10 Boston.
Now at 6, a raging fire in Manchester, New Hampshire. The flames so strong the building's roof caved in, and you can see all that's left is charred remains. The building is a total loss. We're also learning a firefighter was hurt. No word right now on how it started. We also have an update out of Dorchester where a double shooting has turned deadly. And this happened last night on Withington Street, and that's where police found 2 men shot. Both were rushed to the hospital. Police announcing today 1 victim has died. The other is expected to survive. So far, no arrests have been made.
And now to an NBC 10 Boston exclusive video you'll only see here showing mayhem on the Mass Pike when a man jumped onto the hood of an SUV and the driver kept going for about 3 miles. Well, tomorrow, the 2 men charged in this apparent road rage incident will face a judge. Our exclusive video shows Richard Kimrowski clinging to the hood of that SUV driven by Mark Fitzgerald. This was on the Mass Pike Friday. Investigators say before that all unfolded, the men got into a collision and then an argument, and that's when police say Kimrowski jumped onto Fitzgerald's car, hanging on at speeds as high as 70 miles per hour. Both men are facing charges. The Red Sox visit to the White House is now scheduled for May, but the team's MVP says he's not going. The Boston Globe reporting Mookie Betts said he decided he wouldn't make the trip to the White House. The Globe says Betts made the announcement last night in New York, where he picked up his American League MVP trophy at the New York Baseball Writers Association of America dinner. He didn't go into details, only saying, quote, "I decided not to."
Still ahead, back to work.
And the federal government open for business, at least for now. What we can expect in the first week after the longest shutdown in U.S. history.
Plus, getting fit together, the annual climb at the TD Garden in full firefighter gear.
And we've been here before, but it's still just as sweet, right? The best moments of today's send-off rally for the New England Patriots.